Hi guys, how you guys doing? Happy new month. I hope you guys are having a good month, and I hope your last month was also nice. Mine was nice. We're about to talk about how I traded February. I did a video about how I traded January in my last 5 videos or so. If you haven't watched that, you can click the link on this part of the screen so you can get to watch it. Let's go on how I traded February. Now, January ended with a drop, a massive drop, and this drop only suggested something. It suggested institutional behavior. This is not something that retail traders can do to the market. I had seen this move and I had observed that obviously the mega trend is a massive bullish trend. So this is just another pullback to accumulate more bullish orders. So all I was looking for was, where was the drop going to end? I was looking for a point in the market where the bullishness will start from. Then I will now have to position myself to take my buys in the bullish direction. So I was looking at this order block initially for the buy, for the change of direction to start from, but I observed that the market pierced through this order block and obeyed this demand zone. So going to a lower time frame, let's say 4-hour time frame, so you can see what happened. So obviously the market reacted to this daily demand zone and started the bullish moves from there. But I didn't just jump into a trade on the demand zone. I was looking for more reasons to confirm the change of market structure. So I told you guys about a particular structure that if you are backtesting gold and studying it, you will observe this change of character structure most of the time reoccurring in the market. So this is exactly what I saw to tell me that gold is about to change direction to a bullish side. So I saw this left shoulder head, right shoulder, and a break of structure of this neckline to suggest the buy. What did I do? I waited for it to break, to come out of this resistance zone and turn the resistance zone to a support zone before I can take my buy. So what I saw was a break and retest, and I saw my entry signal on a smaller time frame, and I took my trade in a bullish direction. Stop loss below the low. Then I was targeting 2R. Why? Because I could have just stretched my TP to this max high, but I can't predict the direction, and I can't predict the direction history of the market. It is probably going to be bullish, but how it's going to travel from this point A to point B, I can't predict that. Coming from this point to this point, it can come and create a new low that will clear out this liquidity, start from this other block and continue going while stopping people out and still go. So all this journey is going to take from this point to this point. Why not take my own moves in and out, in and out, in and out till market successfully gets to this point? That's exactly what I did. So I was looking for little buys here and there in my trading sessions to capitalize on. So this second trade, I was on the 30 minutes time frame, and I saw this support zone building up, and I saw a liquidity sweep on the support zone somewhere here. Yes, I saw that market reacted to this liquidity here, swept away all the liquidity and started giving me entry confirmations on a smaller time frame, and I took it, and it was a win. So I tried doing the same thing for this next trade, reacting to this breakout block, but this time it didn't work out, so I took a loss on this one. Then after taking this loss, if you watch my last video in how I traded January, you will see that there was a particular week, the first week of January, behaved exactly the same way this first week of February did. I took some trades in the first week of January around this portion, I was taking buys up until this point. I started taking losses on my buys, then I switched buyers for temporal sales, and I won about 2 or 1 sell. Then market reacted to this order block, and I started buying again. So learning from the mistake of taking continuous buys and making those losses, I saw that it was doing the same thing here again, where I've taken the buys, then started changing buyers, then immediately I switched my buyers temporarily, and I started capitalizing on the sales. Luckily for me, it played out this time. Now, after this played out, I was looking at this order block for a change of direction again, and I took a buy from there. I took some partials around this point, then the remaining TP was here. So basically it was not a 3.5 hour trade, it was like a 3 hour trade. So moving on, I add another entry around this point that did not work out. I was targeting this high, but it didn't work out this time. Then I felt bad about this hitting my stop loss and still going to my TP, because I was looking at it that if I had my stop loss under here, maybe I would have been safe, but it's just one of those trades. We move ahead. I missed a trade here. There was supposed to be a buy here, but looking at this tap, basically market has tapped into the zone already, so I can't take this order block as a valid order block anymore. So I had to find the next order block, which was this one, and I took it, and that was also a win. Then I tried repeating the same thing. I think there was a trade on a 30 minutes time frame on this one. Let me check 30 minutes time frame, or 15 minutes. I can, yeah, this order block. So I was trying to take a buy from the order block, then put my stop loss under this zone with the intention that market should come and tap from this order block, then respect my stop loss and still push for these highs. But I was wrong, so I took a loss on this. So what was painful about this trade was that I would have taken some partials or maybe my TP at 2 hours or so, but I was just targeting this high at this time. Then it didn't work out, and this was like the most painful trade for me this month, because I saw the profit but I did not close it. So it happens. So I took a loss on this, very, very drastic, and I was even slipped safe on this one. I was heavily on my proper account. This was my worst trade of the month. Moving on, I saw the change of structure again, and I started looking for a temporary sell on this order block. So for this order block sell, I used a confirmation entry for it, because I didn't trust the buyers. Honestly, I was just looking at it like it might just work out, it might not work out, so let me just be extra careful. So I did a confirmation entry on this one, where market tapped into my zone. I still waited for lower time frame market structure shift before I could take it, and I took it in New York session. Then luckily for me, I had the TP on that. Then I tried doing the same buyers for the next time, but it didn't work out this time. I was expecting the market to continue selling from here to somewhere in this order block here before it can change structure, but I'm not the owner of the market, so the market did not obey that. Instead, I just kept on going bullish. So this was a trade that did not even go to any profit and just went straight to my stop loss. Then on this, I saw the same inverse head and shoulder kind of pattern. If you observe, after saying this, I knew there was going to be a change of structure, change of character. But what happened was, I was expecting it to break, then retest this place. But when I saw it avoid retesting this place, I knew that something was wrong, and it was probably going to just continue buying without retesting this zone. So this particular trade was honestly based on my experience on trading gold and studying gold. So when I saw that it has did a new break of structure without hitting this support zone, I knew it was not going to come back to the support zone. If it did, I was going to be ready anyway. So my mindset was, if I take a loss on this trade, I will still take another buy on this support zone to make back the loss and more profit. So what happened was, this one ended up playing out. Then I took like a additional entry on this one. So I went into a lower time frame to get confirmations for this buy. Then I bought to this resistance zone. So in my mind, I didn't expect it to break out of its zone this heavily, but as it did, no problem. I still felt like I left money on the table anyway, but I couldn't have predicted that I was going to break it. So it's better to be safe than trying to be smart, because market can outsmart you every time you try to be smart. So what I did was I waited for it after it has broken out of this zone to retest this area. Very clearly, this trade was one of the most obvious trade of the month that I saw on Twitter, that almost everybody on Twitter took this trade, this particular setup. It was even a 4-hour time frame setup. So if you didn't take this trade, I guess you don't really understand fully what market structure and liquidity concepts preach. So saw this liquidity being swept out, so I took my trade on the breaker block and I targeted a 2 hour. I took a buy from here and I got a 2 hour just a little bit above this liquidity point. Yes. Then I started looking for another entry that happened here. This is a breaker. This is an order block entry at this time. So I saw a liquidity. I saw a breaker structure. I saw another block, and I took it. Then I had the 2 hours of that one. Then I now fumbled here. I wanted to like predict the market at this point. I was looking at another block that was here, this other block, and I was predicting that, oh, it should use here as liquidity, then tap into the other block and give me a trade. But unfortunately for me, it didn't work out. And also, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on in the world. I didn't know there were fundamental drivers like the war that is going on at this time. That was just last week here. So my bad on this particular trade. Then it was the last trade of the month. It was a loss. Then the market's currently here. So moving forward in gold, expect more bullish price action based on what is going on in the world. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about my trading style and structure. Basically, if I do a calculation on everything I traded this month, it was about 15 setups. I made 10 wins and 5 losses. That was about almost 70% accuracy for the month. Then about, if I'm not mistaken, about 15% in profit. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. If you have any suggestions, if you want to join my mentorship program, you can also hit the link in the description box. If you want to follow me on social media platforms, my handle is @Matuizi. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself. Have a great month. Peace out.